everybody, this is Jason Stevens, CEO of 1216 Entertainment, and you have just tuned into our What Now segment. Okay, so, you're dope. Your music's great. You're the dopest artist in your city. What now? What do you do after that? It's more than just making great music now. It's more than just being a great lyricist or a great singer or being the dopest artist in the world. Before, you could just get somewhere solely on your ability and your talent. But now, that's not the case. So what now? Number one, you have to stay inspired. You have to find your inspiration and you have to continually stay inspired. It can get really disheartening, really depressing when you're putting out great content and great music and so many things like that and still not really getting the traction that you're looking for. So you have to find ways to stay inspired. One thing that I do, I turn everything off. I don't listen to music. I don't listen to the radio. I don't watch much musical things on TV. If I'm watching anything on TV, like if I'm spending time with my family or whatever, then we're watching something for my daughter, or I'm watching something that's dealing with business, or whatever my wife wants to watch. So it's one of those things. But I just stay away from anything music. That way, I'm creating from a fresh standpoint, and that's it. I just find what really inspired me to begin with, rather than being inspired or guided by the trends that are on the radio. So that's step number one. You have to stay active on social media, and I am at fault for this because I used to do it before, and my social media used to be jumping, and due to life changes and things like that, I wasn't able to continually be on there like I used to. But stay on there as much as you can. Interact. You don't always have to post, but you have to interact with everyone. So it's just like life, man. Like when you interact with people, most times you get an interaction back. So comment on people's posts, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. One thing that you can do is an easy way to do it. That Instagram works on algorithms and everything. So an easy way to put yourself in front of more of your followers is to send messages to people. It does something funky with the algorithms, and it causes your post to pop up in their news feed. So the more you interact with them, if you like or if you comment and you build some type of conversation with them, or if you send a message, it puts you in front of them more than you already are. So most times, if I see something, now I communicate with people just because that's the type of person I am. So I'll see one of my homeboys from school or something, they'll post something, and I may not type anything, but I may just use the little smiley face thing and just go on from there or whatever. And they pop up in my newsfeed more, I pop up in their newsfeed more. But that's what you can do to start getting interaction from some of the followers that you'd like to interact with more, or convert into actual fans. Just start interacting with them more. Make sure your content is great, and make sure it matches what you stand for. For instance, I'm a singer, right? Now, of course, I'm the CEO of 1216 Entertainment, but I'm also a singer, a songwriter, a producer, and an audio engineer. Those are the things that I do, and I love to do it. So my content is going to involve everything that I'm a part of. I'm a husband, I'm a father, so sometimes I post content of me and my wife and my daughter out or whatever. Sometimes I may post something of me producing or mixing and mastering some of my old music, or whatever the case may be. You just build that content and make sure that it's great. It doesn't have to be extremely over the top or anything like that. Of course, if it is, you're more likely to get some type of interaction, but you just want to continue to create content because your Instagram is basically a portfolio. So if people want to find out who you are without actually getting on the phone with you or reading too much, they'll just go to your Instagram and scroll through your pictures and see what kind of person you are. Truthfully, a lot of people actually look at how you interact with people. If you don't interact with anyone that comments on any of your posts or whatever, it may come off, and you're not like a big time artist or whatever, it may come off as if you're arrogant or cocky and not a people person, and they may not want to deal with you too much. So you have to learn how to create the content, and once you create that content, once you post it, you're going to have to actually interact with people on there as well. So it ties in to part 2. Marketing and promo. What does that mean? A lot of people are banking, take it from me, someone who's done this, banking solely on my ability. I can sing. I'm not the best singer in the world. I don't consider myself like a American Idol type of singer or Sunday's Best type of singer or anything like that. I'm not like a singer like that. I'm someone who creates music, and I'm able to sing. I'm harmonized and everything. I got really good range and whatnot, but I'm not like a singer. So in that, I thought that with my style being unique, that my ability would just be the thing that needed to get me in the door. So I felt that I could just walk my music in to the radio stations, or I could just walk my music in to the DJs and things of that nature. And sometimes it works, but most time it doesn't. They want to see what you're trying to do, so you're actually going to have to pay for some advertisement. If you can, pay for a slot on the radio station. If it doesn't matter, you may not be able to afford it during prime time hours, but if you can get something late at night, or early in the morning or something like that, and have them run an ad for you or something, then that works as well. And you just continue to do that. You continue to put money into your graphics. You continue to put money into your flyers, into your business cards. You want to have all this stuff. Another thing that you want to do now as far as marketing and promo goes, you may want to get drop cards done, or digital download cards, because people aren't buying CDs anymore, but people may want to buy your project, but nobody buys CDs. So if you have the digital download cards, you have it, you give them a code, they give you the money, boom, you do that, and you just created a fan. So you're gonna have to put money behind that. You're gonna have to run some ads on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and people honestly think that Twitter is dead. Twitter isn't dead. Twitter is where you go, where you can find a lot of your journalists, people like that, people who will do write-ups on your music. You can find a lot of solid people on Twitter, because people gravitate towards Instagram because it's the thing that's jumping now. But Instagram was really built for photographers. Use Twitter for what it was used for. It used to be where you could only do 140 characters. You just put a little bit out, enough, they give you a little bit of room, and boom, you're good to go. But what you do is go on there, you network with people. It's not as big of a platform as Instagram and Facebook now, so you may be able to get some type of responses that you couldn't normally get on Instagram and Facebook. So make sure you use that. So you're gonna have to run some ads. You can start out with $20 for a week, $25 if that's all you got. You want to do something, you always want to make sure that you're converting something. So if your $25 converts 20 new fans to your page, you got 20 new followers, and they're active and they're liking stuff, and you got your content and everything, that $25 is going to help you in the long run. So the next time you may be able to do $50 or $100 or whatever, and stretch it out for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and that's going to continue to build. So you're definitely going to want to focus on your marketing and promo, which is the least liked thing to do because it's not fun, and it's the most looked over aspect of pushing your music properly. Videos and visuals. And the reason why I said both is because you have your music videos and then you have your visuals. One and the same, still different. So you have your music videos and then you have your visuals. What are your visuals? Okay, we're talking about visuals because music videos are self-explanatory. Visuals is anything that you can do that you can put on Instagram, that you can put on YouTube, that's not necessarily an official music video or a music video in general. So your music video, that's where you get someone to shoot it for you. You may have multiple scenes, and you may have multiple locations, and you have someone splice all the editing and everything like that. That's cool. That's self-explanatory. We've been watching videos since we were little kids. Your visuals, however, are things you can do strictly from your phone. So you can get like a little tripod or something for your phone, and if you got a song, you can put your phone on your iPod, or put your phone on iPod, put your phone on your tripod, set it up, look at the camera, rap your verse, sing it, cool. Set it up again, put it at another angle, look straight ahead, rap your verse, sing it, cool. Set it somewhere else, do the same thing, and then you can take those 3 videos and edit and put it together. You can throw a little black and white filter on. It's just a visual. It's just something to give people to look at while they're listening to the music, rather than just sending them to a SoundCloud link or your website, which is great. Your website's great, but most people want to see stuff. Visuals are also when you just get on Instagram and you just post a video of you doing something. It could be something as simple as a boomerang of you in the studio, in the booth, or sitting down writing a song, or anything like that. You want to have visuals and dope pictures, dope artwork ideas, things that you're thinking about. What are you thinking about doing? What are you deciding between as far as your album goes? Let the people choose. Put it out there. Do you like A or do you like B? Do some polls or whatever, but use your visuals for that. Your music videos, that's going straight to YouTube. You can convert it into Facebook and put it on Instagram if you want to, but you're gonna get your money off of YouTube. So you do your music videos there, but if you just need some footage, if you ain't got nothing done in a long time, you ain't got no kind of visuals, like myself, been slacking, don't have nothing, get your phone, set it up, do a couple of recordings, piece the videos together on your phone. It don't have to be perfect. Shoot, you can do a whole video walking around with the phone and rapping it and just doing something with the music playing in the background. Just make sure that the music's lined up and you're good to go, and you put it out there. All it is a visual. You're not trying to, necessarily blow up off of holding a phone and rapping your verse. You just want people to hear what you're saying, and people will most likely listen while they watch something rather than just listening. So those are my 5 tips for today, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all check in next time on What Now. And if you want your shirts, I got the juice. The link is in the description, and I'll check in with y'all. So make sure that y'all check back for What Now. Scroll on through the channel. We're going to have mixing and mastering tutorials, writing, production, things of that nature. And yeah, man. So we'll check back in with y'all next time. I appreciate it.